So tell us a little bit about your collection and what makes it so special.
Well, to me to have a collection is to be a collector, and I don't collect. Like you collect baseball cards, you collect comics. Like I buy sneakers. And I guess what makes mine different is that I don't buy them just to have them. I buy them to wear them. I use them. I like different brands. Even though we're sitting behind, a wall full of Jordans, this is just my Jordan section. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what makes I have everything, from Adidas to New Balance to Puma to everything. Just name the brand. I probably had it somewhere in here, buried somewhere. And my brand doesn't just span from the last, 5 or 6 years. I got stuff that upon original release and, it's just different. I see a lot of people and they only can bring out stuff from a limited time period. Because that's when they got it when it was the wave. I got it when it wasn't popular. I got it when you could just walk in. There was no release days. They just came out and you went to the store and get them.
So what would you say is a sneaker that you wore that most people would be like, oh no, like why are you wearing that? Like, not that shoe.
Sneaker I wore, I don't know. I think it would have to be some sort of like I used to like to wear a lot of top tens. Like I liked the Adidas top tens, and what was the other shoe I used to love? Reebok Omni pumps. Like I used to love the Omni pump, and I used to buy a lot of them, and I used to wear a lot of them, and and that's when Cash was going through that whole Air Force One phase, and I was like, oh, I was like, that's what I like. I'll wear them, whatever. That's just me. If I like them, I wear them. Like I was wearing New Balance before they was popular. I was wearing New Balance when my grandfather had a pair of New Balance. Growing up, I just thought that gray on gray 574 was clean. It was just like an everyday shoe. I was in the mode of like, what can I rock with everything, with every outfit. Like, so I was into like neutral sneakers, and that 574 all gray on gray on gray, triple gray, that was just like a dope sneaker. And this is like in the 90s, like, no, not in the 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s. And that's just like a sneaker I liked. I kept on wearing it. I wear it to this day. I'll buy a 574 today. It's no big deal.
So what you think about like the James Worthy, like those New Balances and stuff that are just coming back out, like getting retro?
Personally, like when it comes to James, I never liked James Worthy as a basketball player, so I have no connection to a sneaker. It's cool, but like I never had a connection with that. So I guess it's cool that it's coming back, but to me, growing up as a huge basketball fan throughout the 90s, which is the golden era, like the 90s was the golden era of music, golden era of sports, golden era of footwear. And like, I never had that real connection with James Worthy because he had another dude on his team that I had that, affinity and connection with, and that was Magic Johnson.